Hello fans, welcome to Susie Gist, where we share trending celebrity updates. Kanye West Documentary and Podcast is in works at BBC, and it is coming up soon. Did I tell you that Kanye is a genius? I have been consistent on this and will always uphold the truth from my own lenses. Kanye West is smarter than we think. He is a great prophet of our generation, and that is why many don't understand him. Check my other videos on Kanye West to start getting a grip of it. Kindly like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep up with updates as we dive deeper. The BBC has set a documentary and 8-part podcast exploring the life of Kanye West the genius. This was reported by the BBC. There is no way to deny that Kanye is so different, so special from his own type of ideology, free-thinking, mindset, way of thinking, design, dressing, talking, singing, lifestyle and all. Remember, we were created differently to act and behave in our own way. Our divine creator knew what he was doing when he created people of diverse character to inhabit the same earth. So, the earlier we start accepting Kanye West for who he is, the better for us all. Not everyone will fit into the context of the conventional rule, just as some intelligent and successful people are school dropouts. Yet, we still think that the school curriculum should not be flexible. Why? It is time we face reality and start strategizing to make the world a much better place for all. Take note that the bad, the good, and the ugly were all created to inhabit the same earth. Nobody is going anywhere because we all have the right to be here. Think about it and share your own opinion in the comment section below. So BBC has chosen to make a whole documentary of this iconic rapper of our generation, and we are thankful for the initiative. We need to talk about Kanye's working title. This will be fronted by British Academy of Films and Television Arts Award-winning investigative journalist Mobeen Azhar, who also fronted the BBC's Battle for Britney documentary. BBC reported and is a regular BBC Asian network presenter. Did you hear that? Wah! This documentary is headed by Mobeen Azhar himself, who produces investigative reports and films for the BBC exploring themes related to politics, true crime, extremism, counter-terrorism and sexuality. He has presented and produced international documentaries for BBC One, BBC Two and BBC Three. In 2022, Azhar was appointed a member of the advisory board for the 2022 Edinburgh TV Festival, led by Azhar, appointed advisory chair in March 2022. This makes it even more interesting to welcome this documentary that will bring the real life of Kanye into the open, for people to better understand who this iconic legendary rapper is. You need to be a superstar to fit into such a documentary. The documentary will be unfolding against the backdrop of West AKA's 2024 U.S. election campaign, and at a time when his anti-Semitic rantings and behavior have sparked outrage and a re-evaluation of his place in popular culture. The one-off documentary follows Azhar as he attempts to understand the complex journey that led the singer to become one of the most famous and creatively successful artists of his generation. Keep moving on, Kanye West. Keep soaring like an eagle. Kanye is unstoppable by nature. Adidas and Balenciaga got themselves into a big mess when they cut ties with Kanye because of alleged anti-Semitic comments. We are talking here about Kanye's utterance, not that he committed any crime. Yet he was cancelled by haters. I have seen people whose actions have led to the death of many, yet they are not cancelled. So how logical it is to allow people whose actions are killing many, yet cancel someone for his opinion. Are we real? How many times have politicians taken wrong decisions that are based on lies, then this finally leads to the death of so many? Yet they are not called. The silent majority are standing up for Kanye, and we are happy for BBC to have thought of this type of an in-depth documentary. It is reported that the feature will be accompanied by an 8-part podcast series titled The Kanye Story. The BBC similarly released a feature doc and podcast on Shamima Begum, the British teenager who traveled to Syria to join ISIS before trying to return and having her citizenship revoked. So get ready for The Kanye Story. This would be a wonderful documentary that no one would wish to miss it. Yes. I know some haters are already thinking that they will not watch. But behold, talkers don't often do what they say. They will be the first to rush and watch times over and over. Some would watch the documentary to find fault, as well as some will be going there to criticize or throw shades. But no matter the situation, they will rush to watch even before some of us who will be watching to understand and unveil the truth and strategies that he used to become a self-made multi-billionaire. So you don't worry reading comments or hearing people saying they will not watch. The truth is that we shall all rush to watch this documentary. Don't be surprised if haters watch first. Please kindly like, subscribe and turn to the notification bell to keep up with updates. Don't miss out on our trending updates. BBC actually affirmed that we need to talk about Kanye. It will air on BBC Two and comes from UK producer Forrest. It is distributed by Abacus Media Rights. Executive producers are Katie Sexton and Jez Lee, producer is Laura Kay, and the producer/director is Stephen Madison. The show has been commissioned by the BBC's newly appointed head of popular music Jonathan Rothery. You heard it from BBC yourself. We need to talk to Kanye. All those canceling Kanye have all labored in vain. Waste of time and energy, just like Adidas, Balenciaga and all. Kanye remains Kanye and we need to respect him for who he is. Life is not a one-size-fits-all. The conventional lifestyle doesn't suit all and we must try to accommodate each other to make the world a much better place. Stop the hate and embrace love. Whoever has not faulted, let him shoot the first stone. This documentary will be headed by BAFTA award-winning investigative journalist Mobeen Azhar, and this make is so appealing. Azhar was born and raised in Huddersfield in Yorkshire, UK, and is British. He gained a law degree at the university and then returned to study broadcast journalism at Leeds Trinity University after a gap year. Remember that in May 2021, Azhar presented a BBC Two documentary, The Battle for Britney, Fans, Cash, and a Conservatorship, reporting from California and Louisiana on the #FreeBritney movement. So he is equal to the task of documenting the Kanye story. Here are 5 things you need to know about Mobeen. 1. He's a journalist and filmmaker. Mobeen has produced and presented content across BBC television, radio, and online for almost 15 years. In the BBC documentary, Behind the Lens, he tells us how he got into investigative journalism. He's been to 53 Prince concerts, and in 2013, he got on stage with the man himself. Mobeen's adult life is punctuated with purple music. He made a documentary about Prince. He'd been shot at by the Taliban. In 2015, whilst making a documentary called The Taliban Hunters, Mobeen was embedded with the police in Karachi. He took part in a night raid which culminated with Taliban members firing shots at the police and Mobeen. No one was hurt and the Taliban members were arrested. He won a BAFTA. Mobeen had a lovely evening and Joanna Lumley said he was the best dressed man in the room. This was especially wonderful as Mobeen was wearing a traditional Pakistani sherwani that he bought from Pakistan for £45. Mobeen loves horror films. So much so that he persuaded the director of the Human Centipede films to allow him to watch the 3rd installment of the series, before anyone else in the world. I hope you are enjoying the content. Kindly like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to keep up with updates. Thank you for watching and see you soon. Cheers.